Okay, before the game, here's the empty scorecard. And you will fill in the city, the gym, the pool we usually leave open. Sometimes in pool play for SAS Cup 1 where W you could put there. Country Canada, the match number. Each game in the entire tournament is assigned a number. That will go in there. The date, the time it starts. This is the time that it starts according to the schedule, not the actual time. Okay, then you can choose women's, and we are 16U. Now, also, you will get, before the game starts, both coaches to stick, usually a sticker, their lineups here with the corresponding number. You will also assign each team to be Team A, usually on this side, and Team B, usually on this side. Their team names, the first 3 letters or their first 3 initials, will go in these spots. Usually Team B, this one, will be playing on your right, and Team A, this one, will be playing on your left during the first match. Okay, so here it is all filled in. I have Flanagan Volleyball Club. There we go. Flanagan Volleyball Club on the left, and there will be stickers usually for each team. I just wrote in Mackenzie, April, Ira, and Taylor. I assigned them to be Team A. And then up here, you can see I've circled A, crossed out, or B. Different refs tell you to circle or cross out. And then assigned Flanagan Team A, and Regina Cougars, I forgot to write AB in here. This will be Team B. Okay, then each coach will bring you their lineup sheet, which will not be a yellow sticky note, but this looks similar. What you're going to do then is take the lineup sheet and compare it to your lineups so that only the numbers on the sheet, so that they match. So you start in position 1, here, the person serving, and you'll say 5, and I always was told just put a little dot so you know that they're on there. Then position 3, yes, is on there, and position 1, well, I'm assuming there's a 1 down there. Okay, so you'll check that all the people on the court are corresponding with people on your list. And then you will go over here and you will write all those people in their respective positions. I'll show you that in a minute. One more thing I forgot to say is once you have your lineup stickers here before the game starts, you will also need to, at the bottom, get the captain to sign. And so if Mackenzie's labeled as the captain in the lineup sheet, I would take this and either write a C beside it or underline the 2 to show that Mackenzie is captain. And then I would get Mackenzie to sign, and also the head coach to sign there. Okay, so then the lineup has been recorded in our spot. So spot 1 corresponds with 5. 2 then at the net is player 3. Spot 3, middle front, player 1. Spot 4 is 2. Spot 5, player 8. Spot 6, player 6. Okay, they go in the corresponding boxes under those positions, and likewise Regina Cougars, you would do the same with their lineup. Sometimes the coaches hand them in really quickly before the ref is ready to start, so you need to get them checked to make sure each player is on the list and then entered into their corresponding positions in set 1. Okay, you'll notice on the scorecard there's room for game 1 or set 1, game 2, which I've already recorded the names. So if we have team A LVC here. Team B is Regina Cougars. Then they're going to switch sides. Team B will be on your left, Regina Cougars, and Team A. And then you'll notice there's a spot here for set 3. We can get to that later. Okay, so we have the lineups written in, which is good. Once the lineups are written in on the lineup card, you will take it and you will initial the back, and then you'll leave it upside down, because the first lineup, the coaches from either team are not allowed to see the lineup until they're on the court. Period. Seems silly. Okay, then you will also, once that's done, the refs will flip a coin with the captains, and from that the ref will come and tell you that Lanigan Volleyball Club has chosen serve, and so you will circle the serve, cross out the receiving. So if Lanigan is serving, that means that Regina Cougars will be receiving. And then right away you go straight over to the second set, and you can fill in Team B. It's Regina Cougars. They will be on the other side of the court. And then A will be Lanigan Volleyball Club. And right away you know too that if Lanigan served on the first set, Lanigan will receive on the second set. And Regina will serve on the second set. Okay? Then the ref blows his whistle and they start the game, and you record the start time here of the actual time of the game. It might be different from the programmed schedule time. When the game is over, you will then record the end time right there. Okay. Also, now down in the results section, we have Team Lanigan Volleyball Club. They're A, and Regina Cougars. They're Team B. And we'll do the recording of the results there, but you can record the two teams in their right positions. Okay, so Lanigan has serve, so we'll be serving first. Number 5 serves and gets a point. Now, number 5 serving, I'm going to hold my pen here and make a dot. The dot is going to tell me who is serving currently. So 5 gets a point, cross it out, serves again, aces, crosses it out, serves again, hits the net. Okay, so that gives Regina a point. When number 5 then is done serving, we record the point number they ended with. So we record 2. Over to Regina. Now, number 9, they rotate. Number 9 will never serve. When they're receiving, this first person will never start. So number 10 is serving. I put my dot here. 10 serves. They get, 4 points. Okay. On the next serve, she hits the net and we get a point. That ends her time at serving. She ends with 5 points. And we're over to number 3 should be serving. I put my dot. Each of these times I'm going to ask the person flipping the chart beside me to say the score out loud, and I'm going to be checking it, and also to say 3 serving. And then I can see here 3 serving. If 3 is not serving, and they should be according to the sheet, you need to wave at the ref, and the other team will probably get the point. Okay, so 3 serves. On my example, I'm not going to let Lanigan lose, so wow, she was a hot server. She served all the way to 10 points, and then they lost the serve, which gave Regina a point. Okay, 3 ended up 10 points. Regina's serving, and 12 is up. I put the dot. They serve. Okay, Lanigan wants the substitution. Number 1 is going to be substituted out for number 10. And the score at this substitution time is 10 to 8. So I write that here at 10 to 8. Okay, and we keep playing. Their serve, and whoosh, good job number 10. They get a point, but then the next point we lose the serve. We get 11, and server 12 well, I can see she was serving from the dot. She ended up at 9 points, and then it's over to number 10 serving. She serves, wow, the whole rest of the game. It's amazing. Crossed out all these points up to 25. It's the end of the game. We circle it. We write in 25 here. We circle this. Now we cross out the remaining points to make it obvious. And then they ended up with 9. Circle it here. And again, we cross out all the remaining points. Before I did that, probably I would have wrote the time in, but after is okay too. If you subtract a minute, that ended up at, it was a quick game, 8:19. And we can see we used up 17 minutes there. So the results at the bottom. We have timeouts, 0 for Lanigan. Substitutions, we had 1. You can go up there and count the number of substitutions. The wins, we had 1 win. And the points we had was 25. The duration of the set, again, we can look up there, that was 17 minutes. The points for Regina Cougars, 9. Wins, no wins. Substitutions, no substitutions. Timeouts, 0. So now timeouts, they had none in this sample game, but timeouts are similar to substitutions. You would write the score in each. Each team gets 2, and they go here, and then they would get a 0 or 1 over 2 in the results section. Okay, so then set 2 sets it up the same way. The start time, I believe, is always 3 minutes after that, so you can write that in again, is 8:21, no, sorry, 22. And then the coaches will quickly give you your lineup cards. You go down to the lineup and you check if all the numbers on the lineups match the ones here that they've listed. You record them, spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here again. And then we are receiving, so this player will not get a serve. We put an X there. Okay, to save time, we played the second match. You can see here that we had 1 timeout, 0 substitutions. We did not win. In fact, we got 24, but it was a tight game, taking 25 minutes, and Regina Cougars won 26-24, so they get a win. They had no substitutions, no times up. Now, game 3 is a little bit different. The teams will stay on the sides that they're on. Again, you will have 3 minutes before the end and the start. So this team will be the same one. This will be Team B, and then Team A will be on the right. So you can go ahead and record that in. This is Regina Cougars and Team B, and Team A was Lanigan Volleyball Club. They need to flip the coin again, and you'll record the serving or the receiving. Okay, you can see this team, Regina, will play 8 points. Once they reach 8, the ref will be keeping track, but you can signal, and then they will switch sides. Lanigan Volleyball Club will now be on the left side of the court, and so we simply do this. Now, often I was told to take your lineup card, whatever you have, and cover this side up. It's done. So then you are just keeping score on these 2 pieces. So when you're filling it in, Regina Volleyball Club, Team B, here to 8. Lanigan, Team A. Over here, this will be Team B when they switch sides. Okay? And so we're going to say at the change, so when they reach 8 or when they reach 8. So, I don't know, say they were at 8. And this would be all filled in. We would come here and we would say they started 8 points. And then we would cross off the 8 that they had previously got and keep playing and keeping score here just the way you regularly do. The end time will go in there when it's over, and then that will all be recorded in the set 3 if they need it. You will find the totals for each column at the end. You'll write the start time of the entire game back from match 1 right there, the end time that you wrote here, right here, and then the winner will say, of course, that Lanigan Volleyball Club won. They won 2 games to 1 or 2-0, depending on how many it took. In our case, there was 3 games played. Then you will record here. Focus. Okay, the referee will come sign, and the second referee, if there is one, you will sign, and the flipper can sign too, but she doesn't usually. Okay, here it is again. So I've printed my name and signed. I'm from Canada. Then the coaches sometimes need to be reminded, hey, you need to come sign the sheet. You say LVC, you are team A, you won in the end. Here, team A, coach sign here. And then the other coach comes, Regina Cougars, you were team B and you lost, and please sign here. And that's everything, I think. It's actually quite fun. Keeps you into the game, and yeah, then you're not yelling at your daughter.